Here we go. We're starting. We're getting at it. What's up, guys? Howdy freaking do. What's going on? Look, we got a new face over here. What's up, Jeremiah?
What's up?
How you doing, bro? Let's go give some dabs. Oh, I'm gonna trip. All right, so we got my boy Jeremiah over here today. He lives in the neighborhood next to me. He's been up my butt since I freaking moved here to come over here and help out. So now it's his moment to shine over here. So today we got a bunch of stuff to do. We are working on the alligator pond. I got my well guys over here right now. They have to check the well to make sure it's still good. Hopefully, it's a 50-50 chance. It could be good, it could be not good. I don't know how long it's been sitting. I know it's definitely been sitting for the last 3 years, so that's how long I've lived here. So hopefully it hasn't been sitting long enough to where the well has collapsed or it has too much sediment at the bottom and we're not able to pull water up. So we're gonna figure that out. They just went to Home Depot to get a trencher and some more pipe, run the electrical pipe to the pond too, so that way Marty, my electrician, can put an outlet for the pump over where the pond is at. I got Chandler coming over maybe later in this video or tomorrow in another video. I'm not sure. Chandler's gonna come over. I got the excavator getting dropped off. We're gonna dig the fence line. We're doing all sorts of stinking things over here. I got a whole bucket of meat over by Jeremiah over there. We gotta start with feeding the lizards. We gotta feed all the birds. We gotta do all sorts of things. It's gonna be a good one. And also a couple more announcements before we get started. Guys, I got the best freaking merch drop ever. Howdy freaking do shirts are finally here. They're on the website. Go get a new Howdy Do shirt. Enter a chance to win a trip here to South Florida. That's how you're gonna do it. You go on my website, you buy something, it enters you into the raffle, okay? That's how we're doing it these days. It's gonna be sweet. You guys absolutely killed it with the Riders Ranch shirts. We completely sold out, completely sold out, sold every single one of them. Thank you guys so much. If you missed that drop, I just read up on all that also. So I got a reprint of the Riders Ranch. Those are on the website now too. If we ran out of your size on that first drop, now's your chance. The XLs, 2XLs, those all sold out the first day. So now you can go on there, get the right size. I got all the sizes again. Howdy freaking do shirts, awesome. And not only do I have both shirts available now, but we have hats available as well. This is not a TNT hat. I got my nerd hat on right now, but finally we got hats. You guys have been asking for hats for a very long time. I have never had hats available online ever, not once. Every time I've ordered hats, I've always sold them out of my tattoo studio and I brought them to tattoo conventions. That was the only way that you guys can get them. Now I have boxes, I have everything ready to ship. I got everything dialed in. I got the hats here. Go get yourself a TNT hat. They're freaking sweet. The lettering is nice and bubbled out. Super great quality. Same brand as this, the classic hats, these snapbacks, they just fit great. They're my favorite hats. So go on my website, TylerNolanTattoos.com. Go get a Howdy freaking do shirt. Make sure you got the new Riders Ranch shirt and make sure you got the hat, okay? All the TNT swag is online, ready for you guys to go get. So go grab that. Let's get to work. First thing we gotta do is feed these hungry lizards. We got Big X in the house. He's ready. You ready to feed him?
Let's go.
Yeah, you ready? This freaking monitor almost got out yesterday. I don't know what happened. I think Brandon must have left this latch open yesterday. See the latch in there? I was walking around the property yesterday and I noticed that Cammy was in the middle part. Like Cammy was literally in the middle section of this enclosure. So technically Cammy escaped yesterday. She got out the door because Brandon didn't lock it. Pretty sure it was Brandon. Maybe it was Brandon. Maybe it was me. I don't know. Literally, I was walking around yesterday and I noticed that she was in this middle section right here. Let me show you. So literally, I'm walking around the property. I see Cammy in this middle part. She was actually on the door here and you can see there's holes in the bottom. All right, cool. So look, you can see she got out. She tried digging out. Look, this hole right here goes pretty deep. So thank God I caught her because she would have, if I left it another day, or even if I just left it yesterday, she would have got out. All she would have had to have done is dig a hole right here, and she would have been out there. Big X is ready for some food. We're teaching Jeremiah things. So I'm going to walk in. I'm going to go to the corner. I'm going to get him to go to the corner. Then you're going to come in after us.
Yep.
Got it?
Gotcha.
Got it. Pretend that there's a bunch of little people inside that camera, all right? They're standing up. So you want to stay nice and steady so you don't knock them all over. You know what I mean? All right, Big X, let's go. Yeah, that's my hand. Hey, that's my hand, bro. Excuse me. Yeah, Big X is getting crazy. Alright, so we got all sorts of cool stuff. My friend Lewis over in Boca, he donated a bunch of meats, a bunch of chicken feet and chicken parts, and all sorts of yummy freaking monitor food. Look, there's a bunch of chicken throats. Hey, no, sir, this is not what I wanted you to get, okay? Look, I got other smaller pieces. I guess these smaller pieces we can use for the smaller monitors. We'll give that Big X the big stuff. Hey, do not eat that bag. Sir, give the bag. Give me the bag. Give me the bag, sir. It's not for you. He's a serious animal, right? This is the first time Jeremiah has seen him up close in person. He's a lot bigger in person, right? Yeah. He's awesome, though. He's really cool. Really, really cool. His temperament is decent. So he was kept indoors for most of his life. And when I got him, you were able to go into his enclosure and pick him out, and he would stay on you, and he wasn't really too bad. But now that we moved him outside, he's gotten a little bit on the crazy side. He got a little bit of taste of the wild, you know what I mean? The sunlight, the heat, you know, being outside just triggers that wild in them. So he's definitely gotten a little bit crazy. But now that he's used to me, he eats great. He literally comes to me, takes food right off the tongs. Sometimes he'll even come up my leg a little bit. I'm just gonna put a couple more drumsticks right here, just for time's sake. Save some stuff for the alligators. We got a bunch of more monitors in the back. We gotta feed all the lizards right now. I try to feed the lizards every 2 or 3 days. It's been 3 days, so we gotta get everybody taken care of. Big extras. He eats so stinking much, dude. Look how awesome he is. So, he is awesome. But slowly but surely, that's what we got to do. Just a lot of trust exercises with feeding. The more he gets used to me coming in here and just feeding him with positive interactions, I don't try to grab him or touch him or anything like that or put him in like a weird position. He'll start to trust me and know that I'm not trying to grab him or mess with him. I'm just here to feed him and take care of him. And then we'll have a better relationship with each other. But so far, it's not that bad. Let's move on, dude. We got other stuff to feed. You got some more drumsticks up there. All right, so now we got Augie and Cammy. They're, of course, hiding. It's real hot out right now. They were outside earlier. But we're just going to take some... Look, we got chicken heads. That's a chicken head right there. Ew. That is pretty gnarly. Wow. All right, so we're going to put some chicken necks and chicken heads and all this gross stuff. This stuff makes me sick. I don't like it at all. So we're just gonna put some food in Cammy's cage, or Augie's cage and Cammy's cage, and then we're gonna move to the lizards in the back. Let's feed Onyx. Now Onyx just ate a jumbo rat yesterday, but he is a chunky boy. And he's been eating a lot lately. He's like, some meat, sir. Look how big he's getting. Getting stinking huge. Travis, get out of there, dude. Let Onyx eat. We gotta feed Maple. And then we got Butters outside too. So like a lot of people have been asking, I guess because we moved a bunch of animals around and you guys notice everything. So we moved a bunch of animals around. You guys didn't know where Butters went. A few people were like, why are the Crebos in Butters' cage? What happened to Butters? Butters is out here now. Forgot to mention that. Sometimes we do things and we move things around and we're not filming and yada yada yada, and then we forget to inform you guys of what we moved around and what we did. You know, it happens quite often over here when things are changing. Like even actually the birds too. Who was it? Oh, yeah, Iris. So Iris, the cockatoo, I gave to my neighbor the other day because my neighbor was over. He's helping me fix my boat and do a bunch of things to it. He's got a female cockatoo, little umbrella. And so Iris is too small for those cages. And he's been like putting most of his body outside of the cage. So it's kind of like a hazard for him. I would hate for him to have his body out of the cage one day and get grabbed by like a raccoon or a possum or something like that. So my neighbor has actually a way better aviary for smaller birds like cockatoos and stuff. So actually Iris is literally across the street at his house now. But I still got the macaws. The macaws are great in those enclosures until we move them over into their new spot, which hopefully will be done soon. I'm excited, man. All sorts of crazy things are happening over here. We're still waiting on all the test results for my snakes. I tested all the snakes. Sent it to the lab. It's been almost 2 weeks now. Haven't heard back from the lab yet. Even called them this morning. They said it's still in transit. They're still waiting on doing all the tests. Hey! I gave them my credit card information so they can charge me for it and all that stuff. So hopefully in the next few days, beginning of the week right now, so hopefully by the end of this week, we'll find out the test results with all the snakes and figure that situation out. But there's been a lot of stressful things going on over here. My tattoo shop, I sold the shop. I'm in the middle of getting rid of all my stuff inside of there and getting out. And then as soon as I get the money for my shop, I'm going to call Hector and we're going to get a bunch of stuff done. It's literally time. It's literally a blessing in disguise, guys. Like, I didn't want to get rid of my shop, but I can't really control it over an hour away. So it works out great. I get a nice little chunk of money, get some things done on the property, have Hector help me out. That way I can at least pay him to do that, and then we'll open up another shop over here. And slowly everything will start to go back together. So we just fed Maple, but this is where we have Butters. Butters, I have this cage right here is all dilapidated. I gotta literally throw that one out. But this cage I got from Joey Slam, one of my homies, a few years ago actually when we moved here. But yeah, so we got Butters in this enclosure right here. I just gave him some food and some fresh water. He's just chilling right up there. Butters has gotten significantly larger. And then we have his girlfriend inside the snake room. And we got a couple other lizards in the snake room that we have to feed right now too. And then we're gonna give the rest to the alligators. So let's go get all that done. Are you ready, Jeremiah? This is Jeremiah's first time in the snake room, guys. And he didn't say on camera because he's being a great camera guy right now and not talking behind the camera, which a lot of people don't do. A lot of people talk behind the camera. Sometimes it's cool because of the interacting, but a lot of the times you don't want your camera guy to say anything. But you can. If you want to say something, you want to be like, oh shit, you can say it. You're good. I don't mind my camera people talking. This is the snake room. My mess of a snake room that is under quarantine. This is my quarantine room, actually. The whole thing. Yeah, we're being very careful in here. We're still, we got everything on newspaper. We fed a bunch of snakes yesterday. We're seeing this false water cobra did not eat a quail. We got a quail right there. We gotta water some things. We gotta give the mangs some more water. We gotta water some plants. But we're in here to feed the lizards right now, and then we'll come back into this room here in just a little bit because we have Paul. So Paul's fish tank keeper girl, she's super awesome. She's actually coming over to help us out. She wants to see the property, and she's gonna help film for a little bit. So that'll be cool. But right now, we're gonna go in here. We're gonna feed some lizards. We got Alexis right here. We gotta give her some water. We gotta feed the Gilas and Betas. I fed a bunch of small stuff too yesterday. I just put in a rodent order today, so that'll come tomorrow because we're out of small rats, we're out of medium rats, we're out of rat crawlers, we're out of a lot of things. Yesterday I literally went through my freezers and I just pulled out whatever I could possibly feed off, and we fed off everything. Like Gabby ate most of the snakes ate yesterday. All the indigos are eating good. Dude, everything is great. Like that's the weird thing to me is that like we have this scare because I sold a snake to somebody that tested positive for some weird stuff, all right? But those snakes weren't symptomatic and none of my other snakes are symptomatic at all. We got Rusty. Rusty is on the mend. Rusty's doing a little bit better. I think I figured out what he was rubbing himself on and shaved that down a little bit. It has seemed to have gotten better. If he does get skin damage, scale damage again, we're gonna swap these cages around and maybe that'll be better. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I have that situation figured out. He's doing great. So that's the good news. So let's go ahead and let's feed some lizards. Oh, this is gross. So we got some nice, fresh meat. Gonna give this to Alexis. Alexis, here you go, sweetheart. She needs an enclosure upgrade also. So we're gonna be setting up this stuff soon. I'm pretty sure I want to set Alexis up on one of these 5-footers because she's our monitor that we keep inside because we interact with her a lot. She's super sweet. She's great for when people come over and they want to handle something. I have Onyx, who's easy to hold, and I have Alexis, who's easy to hold. Otherwise, all my other monitors will take your freaking head off. So I want to set her up with something really nice eventually. We're gonna put her in here for the time being, get her a good size, make sure she stays nice and calm. And then eventually we'll move her outside into a permanent outdoor enclosure so that way we can hopefully get her and Butters to produce down the line. Because having baby albino water monitors, come on, really cool. So what we're going to do now, we still got some stuff too. I got to clean a couple water bowls. I got to clean Rusty's water bowl. We'll take Rusty out real quick, give you guys a little Rusty update before we go and check on the alligator enclosure and see how those guys are doing out there. So let's, you know what, actually, before I have a chicken wing in here. Last snake I gave Rusty was kind of on the small side. Let's give Rusty a piece of chicken, right? He deserves it. All right, Russ. Let's see here real quick. Rusty, let's go. Look, chicken, right? I'm gonna go this way. Just because when he smells chicken, he's got a crazy feeding response. And that's the only time that he ever gets me on nerve. There he goes right there. Just slam that chicken wing, dude. Yum, yum, yum. Alright, so while he's got a mouthful of chicken, you can get closer. See that? I gotta give him some freaking water. While he's got a mouthful of chicken, I'm gonna fill his water bowl up. Give this crock monitor some water too. So yeah, I'm gonna fill my water bucket up, I'm gonna fill him up, fill the crock monitor up. We got to feed the croc monitor, and then the rest of this chicken we're going to feed to the alligators. So we got the croc monitor, give him some chicken necks. Now this croc monitor is getting nuts, dude. This croc monitor comes flying out of the enclosure and tries to bite me all the time. Sometimes she doesn't even go for the food. She literally will come out and go straight for my hand. But she's growing. She's eating like a champ. I'm gonna go ahead and give her some more. Yeah, we're gonna give the rest to the alligators. It's been a while since they, actually no, it hasn't been a while since they got straight chicken. They got straight chicken last week, but whatever, they get straight chicken today. The alligators, I like to switch it up. I mean, all the animals, I like to switch it up. Not only do we feed them chicken, we feed them fish, we feed them rats. Sometimes we feed them turkey. Just depends on what is out there, you know? Quail, try to switch it up a lot as much as we can. So let's go out and feed the alligators. Time to feed my alligators. I'm so excited about this, guys. Like, it's been a long time coming. You guys, whoever has watched from the beginning of this channel, you guys remember when I got my alligators. Tiny little babies at the boat house. Just literally like, they were like 6 inches long. Little tiny, shut up! Little tiny babies. Now, obviously, they are not little tiny babies. My biggest one is pushing 4 foot. Now, you can only have them in something like this until they're 4 foot, and then you have to move them into a big pond, which is why I'm trying so hard to do this pond as fast as I can. But I'm waiting on plumbers, I'm waiting on electricians, I'm waiting on a lot of other things. It's not like I could just do it myself. Would you please shut up? I'm trying to speak. Whatever, let's feed the alligators. There you go. Go crazy, guys. Beautiful. All right, make a mess. We have to drain that water out, get them some fresh water today too. Make sure everybody's nice and happy over here. All right, let's go check on my well, guys, and see how they are doing. Looks like they're digging the trench right now. They've been at Home Depot grabbing a bunch of things, and I guess we're running around trying to find one of these freaking machines. But they got it. They're trenching. They're gonna run the lines. And dude, hopefully by the end of today, we should have flowing water. Tomorrow we're digging the fence pumped. Here we go, look at that. So they started out there. Got a nice little dugout right here for the water line, and they're gonna run the electrical line too. So that Marty just has to come out, run the wires, hook the wires up to the electrical right there. And then I got a nice little shed for the outside of this well house too. What you think, Rem? You digging this? You approve? Yeah, you good, Rem? You're just supervising over there? Day 2, y'all. Yesterday we got a bunch done. Today we're gonna get even more done. Let's go check out the well. My well guys left yesterday, and remember how I said I don't know if the well is good or not? Let's go see. Wow. All right, this is cool. This is cool. So we're hooked up over here. Now, this is all exposed right now. Obviously, we're gonna cover this. That shed thing that A.B. Tuvin has sent me is going to cover this up. I want to say this is... Oh my god, look at that. Whoa. Yo, we got water, y'all. Holy cow. All right, let's turn that off. Nice. I am excited. We got water. We ran the electrical pipe yesterday. Today, we got a lot to do. We got to move a bunch of rocks, do another layer of rocks on the tortoise enclosure, tortoise habitat, all right? Then we're gonna build the tortoise hut after that. We have to move some of the aviaries, which is I think of what we're gonna do first. We're gonna move some aviaries over to that area so I can start disassembling them and repainting them and all that stuff. Show you how we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna dig the fence for the gator pond right now. So first things first, I got my handy dandy excavator right there. We're gonna go grab a chain link and we're gonna move these cages real quick. What you think, Trav? You approve? You don't wanna go in there soon. You're gonna get eaten by an alligator. Got it. This is not the area for you, bro. Would you look at that? That excavator made easy work. So now all I have to do, we have to obviously position these guys better, but we put them in place. And then I'm gonna take that middle section out of both cages and we're gonna combine them into one. So this is gonna be one big cage. I'm gonna literally re-powder coat it or re-spray these cages, and then the other cage is gonna go right here. So we have one macaw cage here, another macaw cage here, just 2 birds in each enclosure, and dude, they'll have so much more room. They're gonna freaking love it. So now it is finally time to get the fence line situated. So what we're gonna do is I have some tape measures right there. We got some stakes, we got some spray paint, we got a little roller right here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark out this area with some stakes. We're gonna paint our guidelines for the fence, and then we're gonna dig the whole perimeter fence right now. I mean, it's wavy, but it's straight. Just look forward, bro. What? Just look forward, you got it. I am looking forward. Listen, I'm a tattoo artist, okay? I can kind of draw a straight line. putting the lines down. This is our guideline for the fence line, all right? So we got 40 feet here, 32 feet here, 30 foot there, and 35 foot here. A bunch of different measurements, but hopefully it's all gonna work out. We're winging it over here, right? Chandler said he was supposed to come over and help out, so we'll see if Chandler gets over here. But I'm gonna still do it without Chandler. Hopefully I do it right. So now, for the moment we've all been waiting for, it's time to put the fence up. Now that we got the perimeter all dug out, we got a decent amount of area for basking spots. Now keep in mind, they're not gonna have gigantic alligators in here. This pond right here is gonna be for like 6 to 8 footers about, okay? Especially my little guys that are in the back. Those guys, some of them are gonna go in the small pond, some of them are gonna go in the medium pond, and then we'll have a big pond eventually for some 10, 12 footers. But this will be plenty basking spots. We're gonna cover that with plants. We're gonna cover that whole filter with rock. And this will be a nice little area where they can get out of the water. They could bask, plenty of space, all right? It'll be good. And then the outside 8-foot perimeter fence will be a few feet off of this. So right now we're gonna grab the auger. We're gonna start digging the posts. We're gonna do all 4 corners first. We're gonna level everything out with some lines, do some guidelines also, and then we'll start putting the other posts in place every 8 feet because our bull panel that I have over here, they're 5 by 16 feet long. So every 8 feet, 8 foot in the middle, 16 foot will be the end. We got to put them 2 feet underground. So let's get to it. Pole by pole, guys. We already got 2 in. They're concreted. We got them 4 feet underground, 2 feet of concrete, and then another 2 foot is going to be where the fence or the bull panel is going to be buried underground. Would you look at that? We're getting there. We are getting there. Freaking tight. So these ones are 11.5 feet across. So we're gonna have to just custom cut the bull panel. We can't really get the excavator over here. You see how we just moved this with the excavator. So I can't really fit it over there. So we're gonna have to figure out something else. We might have to do this side by hand, which kind of sucks, but dude, we're getting there. There we go, guys. We got all the freaking posts in. Look at that. Beautiful. And everything is pretty straight for the most part. We're gonna have to do some improvising on this side just because I didn't really dig the straightest, see that? Not the straightest trench. So we're gonna have to go on the outside of this with the bull panel and then the inside of that one. This one's not very, we gotta adjust a couple of these things. But it's looking pretty stinking good. We just gotta let this concrete set, leave it a couple days to set. We got a lot done. So it's Wednesday today. Wednesday, I tattoo Thursday, tattoo Friday. I might tattoo Saturday. And then Sunday is my next day off. So we'll let this concrete set. And then Sunday, we're back at it, baby. Make sure you get that merch drop. We got new Riders Ranch shirts. That restocked. They're all in stock. We got a bunch of sizes. We got the new Howdy Freaking Do shirts. My favorite shirt that I put out. I love that shirt. It's awesome. And then we got the TNT hats. So make sure you grab anything on the website. Enters you for the South Florida sweepstakes. Win a trip to South Florida. Full day tattoo. Hang out with me. All expenses paid. Flight, hotel, all that stuff. It'll be tight. It's time for you to, let's go play with some motorcycles. Jeremiah's gonna ride this bike. So first gear, okay? Give it a little bit of gas when you're rolling.
No.
Slowly let out the clutch. Like that, see? Get out of here, Gary. Go away. Leave him alone. Put it in neutral.
Oh!
Bitch, get out of here.
Come here.
What
Get out
the
of there. Come on.
Come on.
Come on,
dude.
stop it.
God.
Oh no!
What?
Keep going!
Let's
Hit the gas. Might get somewhere.
Don't go by my
She was done, bro.
She's coming for me.
Stop it, you ostrich.
Gary, relax today.
Come here, sweetheart.
Where's your phone? Hey.
Come with me.
Come on, fire it up.
She's not giving it up. She wants to tear you up, dude.
Alright, fire it up.
Bro, yeah, hell no.
You're the only one that can escape. You got the best vehicle to be on right now.
You'll go friction. You'll go the friction.
God damn it, Gary.
Oh, no.
You gotta go faster.
Just gonna chase his ass. When you're slowing down, clutch in.
Huh?
When you're slowing down and shit, clutch in.
Oh, got it.
Want more power, clutch back out. Alright, well we're gonna continue some motorcycle lessons. TylerNolanTattoos.com. Go get the new Howdy Frickin' Do shirt. Go get yourself a new hat. Riders Ranch shirt. Enter the sweepstakes. Win a trip to South Florida. We're gonna get back on this gator pond in a couple days. We're still waiting on all the test results from the snakes. So stay tuned. We got a lot of things going on. Trying to get videos out as much as I possibly can, but we have a lot going on right now. And everything we're doing takes a lot of time. So be patient. Love you guys. God bless. Peace out.